Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Uptown Indian. Downtown Indian. West Bank Indian. Mardi Gras Indian. 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 Indians coming. Indians coming. Nobody running. Make no hoopah. We don't know how. Early in the morning. Up early that morning. Bob already. I got my machete. Unade. Unade. What they say. We on our way. Downtown Indian. Uptown Indian. West Bank Indian. Backtown Indian. Lord, I'm pretty. My big chief pretty. My whole gang pretty. We're the best in the city. Hey, mama. I kiss my mama. Mommy, I'm ready. Just like my daddy. I kiss my daughter. I hug my son. Grab my gun. Let's have fun. Jockey Mo. Jockey Mo. I jockey my peanut like Hurricane Katrina. Indian, Indian, Indian. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Uptown Indian. Downtown Indian. West Bank Indian. Mardi Gras Indian. 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 Indians coming. Downtown Indian. West Bank Indian. India, India, Indians coming. We hit the streets by any means necessary. We won't turn around. We ain't never scary. They call the police. St. Joe's is not. Police talking crazy. Not the Indians wanna fight. Lord, Lord have mercy. Here come the Indians with that old time religion. Big Chief Joe P. Dude in Montana. Big Chief Charlie. Scream Coochie Molly. I love my culture. We stick together. We tougher than leather. We live forever. Represent your name. Represent your gang. Do your thing. My second line sang. India, India, India. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Indians coming. Uptown Indian. Downtown Indian. West Bank Indian. Mardi Gras Indian. 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 Indians coming. India, India, India. Ninjas coming. Ninjas coming. Ninjas coming. Ninjas coming. Ninjas coming. Uptown Indian. Downtown Indian. West Bank Indian. Mardi Gras Indian. Ninja. 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 Indians coming. Geronimo. 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 Geronimo Hunter. Apache Hunter. Cheyenne Hunter. Seven Wall Hunter. Rolling Stone Hunter. Nightwall Hunter. Comanche Hunter. White Cloud Hunter. Mohawk Hunter. Red Hawk Hunter. Seminole Hunter. Choctaw Hunter. Dirttown Hunter. Galton Hunter. Monogram Hunter. Flaming Arrow. Golden Arrow. Yellow Hunter. Yellow Hunter. Young Cheyenne. Young Cheyenne. Golden Blade Warrior. Back at Town Warrior. Seven Wall. Hard-Hit Hunter. Creole. Creole. Creole Wild West. Creole Wild West. Seven Wall. Creole Hunter. Creole. Osceola. Trouble Nation. Trouble Nation. Trouble Nation. Black Eagle. Golden Eagle. Pretty White Eagle. Pretty White Eagle. Kurima. 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 Wild Magnolia. Wild Magnolia. Wild Capitula. Wild Mohiga. Golden Comanche. Big Chief Black Feather. Big Chief Black Feather. Black Seminole. Red, White, and Blue. Yellow Jackets. I will never hold. Shining Star. Bye-ya-ya. Bye-ya-ya. Guardians of the Flame. Spy Boy. Spy Boy Broadway Fig. Spy Boy Olive Fine. Spy Boy Franklin and Villery. Spy Boy Shotgun Slim. Pretty Outlaw. I'm the one they talk about way uptown. I wanna talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I wanna talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. I wanna talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I wanna talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. Can I talk to you? Step up to the White House, let me in. What's my reason for being? I'm your next of kin. And we built this motherfucker. You wanna kill me cause my hunger? Mr. America, young black niggas want ya. I wanna talk to the man, understand this motherfucker G's back in my hand. Look what happened in San Fran. Young girl hit by policeman, 12 shots off in that dude. Damn, niggas thought we slept. The architects of the Pentagon from Egypt. Government secret, the 99 to 2G computer shutdown. Now, extinction on Earth, human cut down. Niggas play with PlayStation. They build a space station on Mars, plotting civilizations. dissing us, discriminating different races. Taxpayers pay for more jails for black and Latin faces. My man face up to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I wanna talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. I wanna talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I wanna talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. I'm just a black man. Why y'all made it so hard? Damn, nigga gotta go create his own job. Mr. Mayor, imagine this was your backyard. Mr. Governor, imagine it's your kids that starve. Imagine your kids got a flame crack to survive. Sweet Mac to be live, cardiac and get high. It's the ghetto life. Yeah, I celebrate it, I live it, and all I got is what you left me with. I'ma get it, and y'all combining all the countries, we gon' do the same. Combine all the clips to make one gang. It ain't a black and white thing, it's to make a change. Citizens of a higher plane. To the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I wanna talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. I wanna talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I wanna talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. I wanna talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I wanna talk to the FBI and the CIA and the motherfucking congressman. And I talk to you. What y'all waiting for? The world will blow up. Waiting before you hear this, rewind this. 4 minutes before we timeless. Let y'all niggas bang my shit before some dominance. Let not to tell us what time it is. They try to buy us with dough. Fake black leaders are puppets. Always talk about the city budget. The news got all confused. Lying to the public. They eyes watching. Stay wise, move above it. What floods predicted. Hurricane twisted. It's all signs of the Armageddon. 360s. People versus the system. Politics versus religion. Holy war. Muslim versus Christian. Niggas in hot places. They don't got the balls for this. People in power sit back and watch slaughter us. Mr. President, I assume it was negligence, but your streets are upside down. I'm here to represent. To the governor, to the motherfucking president. I'll talk to the FBI and the CIA, to the motherfucking congressman. I want to talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I want to talk to the FBI, to the CIA, to the motherfucking congressman. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you, Mr. President? You know what I'm saying? Niggas trying to get with the computers, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't John Henry banging down a fucking cave fighting against a machine, nigga. We want to be part of establishment, nigga. That's what we stepping up. You know what I mean? Ain't no cartoon out here. You know what I mean? This shit is real. That's all. What's going on? So packaging this nigga. LAX in this nigga. You know LAX just fucking the track up, you know what I'm saying? Nigga out west, the president, fucking up on the keyboard to the establishment. Niggas is with it. He's American made. American made. American made. Let's get down, baby. Let's get down.
Peace, peace, peace. It's the Autochthon one. And this is the Autochthon build. I guess I'm still waiting for my co-host Chief Holiday to come on in. Let me see something real quick while we on this. Alright. Shout out to the chat room. Shout out to all the Aborigines in North America. Let me know if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me good, press 1. Just because I ain't got Chief Holiday to let me know whether or not my sound is good. Talking to y'all chat room. If you can hear me, just press 1 and let me know whether or not you can hear me or not. Peace, 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 peace. P, I got you. Who we got in here? DOT, peace, peace, Aborigine American Girl, peace, AP Power, peace, Mark Falk, peace, Alicia, American Aborigine, more Andrew, 2007. Love Different. Who else we got? L. Moore here. Leonard. Oh, I can't pronounce that. I mean, I think it's Leonard OV11. Peace. Peace, my brother Carl. Peace 01. How you doing? How you been, my brother? All right, man. Let me just put this out there. My little disclaimer. My disclaimer is I'm the only Autochthon in this one. There are other people who use this word on their platform, but by chance I am associated with them. My platform is strictly for teaching and entertainment purposes. The views and opinions of my guests are not always mine. So with that being said, I am the Autochthon in this one, and this is your Autochthon Bill. And I'm waiting for Chief Holiday to come through. Let me see if he come through yet. No, he's still in here. Let me send Chief another link. While I'm at it, let me send AP1 as well. Just give me a second, y'all. We're gonna get right into the show. Is that right? All right, that's correct. All right. I'm gonna invite Chief again. Let me see. And that's anybody else. Anybody else want to come in? You got any comments, concerns you want to talk about? You want to ask me any questions or whatever? You're more than welcome to come on through. That's even for the haters too, man. Any of you haters, or the people that's trolling, you want to come through, ask some questions, drop your email. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with addressing anything or any questions. I have nothing to hide about anything. Like I said, my views is strictly my views, strictly for entertainment purposes. So I'm gonna wait the Chief to come in before I start talking about some of this other stuff though. But while I'm at it, you know what? I might as well talk about it. While I'm gonna touch on this real quick. All right. What you guys think about that European lady calling the police on them brothers and sisters at that barbecue? Now I know that happened a couple weeks ago, but I wanted to touch on it though. But I seen a lot of people touching on it, so I just kind of fell back from it. But nonetheless, though, that's some wild shit, man. Because first of all, Europeans are foreigners, so let's put that shit out there first and foremost. All right. So if any Europeans listening, you do understand that you are foreigners. That. Really, I don't even want to go in about the rest of it, but you're foreigners. Most of y'all came here, to take the land, and what I'm saying, pretty much y'all think y'all authority in this country, and that's pretty much what happened. So she felt like they wasn't supposed to be barbecuing in that area because of the charcoal, and they trying to say, I guess the cleaning the charcoal costs extra men, so that takes extra tax dollars. So she felt like she had to call the police. Now the thing about this is, right, after she harassed them, like, she had the nerve to actually walk up to, even if you wasn't an indigenous or Aborigine person, even if you thought you was a slave boy from Africa, right, you still was here for the last 400 years. Who knows when that lady family got here? But that's the problem. People come here and people automatically got automatic authority as soon as they come here. You don't see, like, I don't know, like if you moving through New York or whatever, you see how selfish people is. People bump into you, and half these people are foreigners, man. And that's how it rolls. You know what I'm saying? So for this European to call the police on these brothers and sisters, knowing damn well it could have turned out ugly. You know what I'm saying? When you call the police on somebody, it could turn out ugly. Basically you trying to get them to cease and desist or whatever they doing. So, when you call the police on somebody, and what we have to start doing is this. Once they call the police on you like that, sue her. Sue her first and foremost for filing a false complaint. And if she didn't know she was wrong, still sue her. Because that means if she was wrong, that means you got all right to file a civil suit, because on a pretense that the police is shooting her. That shit could have turned out anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to them, man, for being able to record that and everything working out properly with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, definitely. Shout out to my brothers and sisters for being a hold of that. Yeah. All right. I wanted to talk about that Star Wars movie, right? Since Childish Gambino is been kind of the talk for the last couple of weeks with that This Is America video. You know, he's in that video. I mean, he's in the movie, and he's playing Billy D. Williams' part. And actually, shout out to Tariq Nasheed. I mean, you know, whatever your opinions is about him or his content, you know, definitely. I was actually listening in on something he said the other day, and he was saying how he's claiming to be pansexual in this movie or whatever. And you know, Billy D. Williams was a so-called ladies' man at that point in time. I mean, to anybody who knows, to anybody who remembers Billy D. Williams was a ladies' man, man. He wasn't, see, back in the 70s, man, you ain't got these queer guys, man. They make sure, and it's just like in the work world. In the work world, only thing they do is they only hire women and feminine men. And even like I'm in corporate America per se, you know what I'm saying? And then some other jobs they only do that as well. Like a lot of these these hospital jobs, they starting to do that same thing. But you know, they want you to be queer. They don't want you to be standing up with your back straight. They don't want you to dress or say anything, you know. And then what they can do is see, as long as you say it and you one of these nerdish type of black dudes, you're like, well, you know, the jokers who be talking like that, you know what I'm saying? They can get away with saying a lot of stuff that somebody like Terry Crews or somebody who's supposed to be a masculine man, you know what I'm saying? Something that he would say, you know, he would probably get more ostracized. But if you one of these effeminate men, they're like, oh shit, he made a stand. But one thing about the movie, right? So he's playing a pansexual in the movie, right? So pan mean he fuck anything, goat, anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Still not French, but you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. You know what I'm saying? He would definitely have sex with anything. And you know, for a brother to be playing that after you coming off that role, that's Billy D. Williams' role, man. You should be ashamed of yourself, man. So definitely, man, check out. I mean, I ain't telling y'all to check the movie. I don't know how many of y'all watch movies. Me myself, I don't really even watch those movies. I did check the Avengers movie out because I didn't. I don't know. I still love superhero movies, and when I was coming up, a lot of movies wasn't properly made. When I was coming up, we had, you know, Batman and shit climbing up a wall and shit. That shit looked so fake. You had the first Spider-Man movie back in the day that looked so fake. He was only on the top of roofs and she wasn't really climbing up the walls. Yeah, the Captain America movie was kind of, I mean, the little thing. Yeah, it was alright. It was alright. You had the flag. You had a couple things, but it's not like none of this stuff now. But definitely, you get a chance, check out this pansexual motherfucker in this movie. And he got another one of them weird stands. If you see, check it out, right? If you see at the end of the commercial, right? You see he got that same stance like in that movie, This Is America. When he shoot the dude, he got that same stance and shit when he's standing there with Chewbacca and Han Solo. So definitely check it out. You get a chance, man. Because you know, a lot of these guys we look at, we be like, oh man, these guys are conscious. Yeah, he sounded like he was on to something before we see him kiss that white guy. And you know, it didn't dance, and then have that European and have a European concubine after this man strictly said that he will feel funny after being like dealing in a white world and coming home to a woman who was not the same color, who could not identify with the same problems. Peace. I got AP Power in the chat room. Peace, my brother. What's going on?
Just moving and grooving, brother.
No doubt.
How your day?
I'm good, man. Everything is wonderful, man. Let me ask you a question, bro. But what did you get out of that lady calling the police on them brothers and sisters in that park?
At the park.
Yeah, what did you get out of that?
I really ain't catch you much of it. Somebody asked me about it earlier. It's the same thing, man. They these racist white people, I can't say all of them, but that's what it is when they doing that, going out their way to prevent somebody from having a good time, politicking with family, friends, and just chilling the day. Cause they go to the parks and set up, what I'm saying, and barbecue, and kids run around wild and getting on canoes and shit. So why can't we do the same thing? It's just a form of, hatred, or rather the intimidation factor.
You know
And
what
if
though? If you knew who you was, it'd help out a lot better. If you didn't think you was a slave from Africa, if you knew you was really from this land, that would definitely make it a lot better for your own knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's for anybody else, man, because she's not the only people. White people are not the only people now. We think that, oh, once white people is our only problem. No, with these immigrants, the same thing, and not all of them, because some of them is good people, and I'm not gonna lie to you. But at the end of the day, man, you got a lot of people who come and overstep their boundaries, man, and make you feel like you're farming on your own land. And I mean, like I said, man, until people really recognize that we the Aborigines, until a lot of us recognize that, and that's what's going to continue to happen. Because you think that you're in the same boat as the people who came here and signed paperwork to come here. Your people was up here, like Malcolm said, Plymouth Rock landing on us. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So if once you overstand that premise, then you already know you was here, man. And like I tell you, this is my new theory. This is what I came up with. All right. So just remember, you heard it here first on touching this one. All right. So I always tell y'all, right? I believe they brought less than 250,000 people here, right? But according to their best effort of them trying to document this information, they tell you 380,000, right? So if it was 380,000 here, right? Let's just say, let's say it was 3 million black Indians here, right? That means that you would be more black Indian than African, right?
that's a fact.
Then that's a fact, right? And then also, in certain areas, they didn't take Africans. So in certain areas, they was not mixing. Africans did not mix with everybody. And like, I mean, at this point in time, they didn't assimilate it into us. They're no longer Africans. They will be more Aborigines than anything. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, 3,380,000, that's 10 times more people that was here than people who was born here. So that automatically makes you an Aborigine. And that's every black African American that claims to be African American. Because if you look at the numbers, think about it. Think about that. If they brought 380,000 people here, and even if they tell you the story, because a lot of people say, well, they was mating with the women and they brought the Africans. That ain't true, man. That's not true, because you got to understand, if you're talking about enslaved, you're talking about slaves, the Aborigines were slaves too. So, like, they were slaves first. And then they were slaves first. And then to make it so bad, like I said, they was mixing in with other tribes. It wasn't like, all right, so you might have somebody like from the Pequot, and you might have had somebody from the Powhatans mixing in with somebody, or the Mohegans with somebody with, you know what I'm saying, with the Aniyawanya, because they was all on the same plantation. That's why I tell people, you cannot prove to me that they did not separate the slaves, because the census would have showed it. If they telling you they enslaved all these people, they telling you they enslaved all these people here, where are they at on the census? That's it. That's all you have to tell me. That's all you have to tell me. And if I can prove to you that they enslaved more Indians here than Africans that was born here, then that already tells you that game is over with. Ain't none of these niggas talking about none of this shit, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't none of these niggas talking about. I mean, let's keep it real, AP. Ain't none of these niggas talking about this shit. They're fact, showing bro,
you you really don't see Africans after the emancipation. So
right.
You know what I mean? And that's a fact. Right. And then when you get into it more, so just say Africans was enslaved with most of the Indians, right? They was the ones that was holding on to the white man leg while we trying to rebel and dip off the plantation. See what I'm saying? Because they had already been to the point where they submissive. They had already been conquered by the white man probably thousands of years. hundreds of years before they even came here. You see what I'm saying? Whether or
Yeah,
not,
yeah. I mean, but they was
so
they. We know.
then
But
we got to
look,
go
you
ahead.
heard me. AP, we know. We know that. I ain't make touch. I just wanted to touch on that. We know that these people was not like, even when you was talking in Africa, they was not going deep into the bush, man. They was only grabbing people on the coast of on the coast. They was not going in. That's the reason why Africa right now is just being colonized now. If they was able, listen, think about it like this. If Africa had everything that the Americans had, they would never had to come in.
That's a fact.
They would never had to come in because they had two continents. They got Africa and they got the Americas. And you telling me it's identical resources on both. If they tell you it's 600, if they tell you out of 640 plants that's here, 600 of them is in Africa. So it's telling you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, that we have identical resources. But they just already then plundered the resources here. They already plundered all the. That's why we look at Africa's all the resources. Dumb motherfucker, they took all yours.
Yep.
They done took all. You talking about? Africa got all the resources. They already took all the resources from here. You keep, and then that's the main thing. What you have said. They took all the reasons. You understand what I'm saying? That's actual fact. And then, you know what I'm saying? They gold, copper, silver. I heard. I was reading. Matter of fact, I wasn't reading. I was watching David Children's Coast to Coast, right? And he has this show. I just can't seem to find this shit though, man. I can't seem to find. I look everywhere back on net. I cannot find back on the internet, back on the channel. I cannot find it, right? But he said that when he came here, well, this is stories that he heard because he's an archaeologist or whatever. And he's one of the most profound researchers in American history, but he just don't tell you that the Americans was Negroes or whatever. But nonetheless, though, but he tells a story. He tells a story about how they found the giant copper star that was he said it was 2 miles wide and something else. It was enormous. It was very huge, right? He said it was filled. He said they build it like a trench and filled it in with copper. And he said that they came in and they took all that copper. And that's just something small, man. Not to mention all the gold that they may have found in Mexico or Peru. Never mind that. We already know they ain't raided all that. California gold mines. That's where you get your 49ers from. So anybody who is a 49er fan of 49, you know what I'm saying, like football or whatever, you already know who the 49ers was. The 49ers wasn't nothing but Europeans who came here during the gold rush and they killed. They got a video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put the video on my video. I wish I could show y'all without, because I don't want to share my screen. I don't want to share my screen and motherfucker hack my channel or whatever. So AP, do you know how to share your screen? Because I was trying to do the OBS. I didn't have time to really mess around with it this week.
I'm not even on my laptop right now, brother.
Yeah, I wanted to show y'all this video though, but that's why, you know what? That's what I gotta really get, because that's what I like to do. I like to definitely show the video. But yeah, definitely, man. Like I said, man, they already came here and took all the resources here. And they try to make you think all